Hey, it's all with another exciting week of Warcraft ahead of us, and I'm here with a few reminders and tips. Please hit the like button, subscribe for more coverage, catch me live, and let's go over one important hotfix. Mythic Skarn in the Avarice raid is currently the one to beat who's been giving guilds trouble. They got slapped with a series of nerfs and adjustments to make it so certain mechanics can't be cheesed, but still needed some additional HP nerfs to compensate for it. Regardless, the raid overall is still much more accessible or easier than previous raids, with more than double the number of guilds clearing the raid on Mythic compared to previous seasons within the same time period. Alright, so let's get to the good stuff, that is easy and fun things to get this week. The Diablo 4 crossover event is well underway, and you should know the drill by now, but just in case, every half hour a treasure goblin is going to spawn in either Stormwind, Orgrimmar, or one of the main Dragon Isle zones. Prizes include toys, transmog, a pet, 26-slot bag, and a mount, Tyrael's Charger, which was part of a Diablo 3 and WoW promotion back in the before times. A little bit of reassurance, data mining revealed that Tyrael's Charger will appear on the trading post someday, so if your luck isn't on your side, the trading post is. Most of these items are soulbound, but the weapon transmog is not, which means it's worthwhile to try doing this event every time it's up, which is a lot, considering it happens every half hour. But there's gold to be had off people feeling the FOMO and wanting these appearances. Keep in mind though that there's also a chance that these cosmetics could appear on the trading post in the future. Speaking of gold, there's plenty to be had like all the time if you're looking in the right place. This week in particular, players can expect to complete their third Spark of Shadowflame to craft epic gear or to upgrade what they've currently got. That's going to mean a bit of a spike in prices and sudden scarcity. 10.1 items like Dracothist, Shadowflame Essence, Shadowed Alloy, and Obsidian Cobra Skin are items to keep an eye out for, or to hoard until prices go up and then sell it for some easy gold. Barber Quests will rotate as usual as well. Those are the ones that ask for a certain something from professions. When I first log on after reset, I check and post on Twitter what these items are in case you want to try to do some gold flips. This coming Thursday, a new round of trading post items will rotate in, so make sure you collect this month's tender. Or do you want to test whether uncollected tender in the box carries over to the next month? I'm going to expect summer-related stuff, seeing as how the Midsummer Fire Festival is coming up, but I want to see something a bit more festive and whimsical like, I don't know, beach clothing. What I would do for a proper pair of shorts and a tank top to go with my Zinrock, the Destroyer of Worlds. On Sunday, the Darkman Fair hits town, featuring the usual profession bonuses, and normally I would tell folks to save rep token use for then. However, mid-June there's going to be a big 50% bonus to experience and reputation gains. There's no way of knowing if this is going to work with rep tokens, so it's up to you if you want to hold off or just use them during the fair. The 50% rep bonus coming later does not include Niffin rep, so at least that you can continue farming for. I know that sort of sucks, but consider that there's only 20 renown levels as opposed to 25 or 30, so in a weird copium kind of way, that's a rep buff of its own. Diablo 4 is doing its early launch this coming Friday, and the full release Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you live. Its relevance is that it's going to get a lot of folks with gold on their hands to quickly buy up tokens, to trade for balance, to buy the game digitally, meaning fewer tokens on the market, meaning prices may go up. So buy your tokens sooner than later. And for those of you who do buy gold with a token, buy them later than sooner for a bigger bang for your buck. In other events, it's the Battleground Bonus this week, and Arathi Blizzard is the Brawl. It's where you can't see anything until it's too late, and the group still expects you to call for incoming enemies somehow. And over in Mythic Plus World, we've gone through the following affixes so far, the most recent being Tyrannical, Incorporeal, and Spiteful. I'm still only doing 9s through 11s, but it's feeling pretty good. Difficulty-wise, it's not so unlike doing the daily heroic when the difficulty was closer to Cataclysm heroics, not like the current heroics that you can mostly steamroll. So it's been pretty enjoyable for me to where I'm even pugging now and then. I actually want to kind of talk about this later in a separate video. As for the new affix, Incorporeal feels okay. I've just sometimes noticed that my repentance, it would sometimes break. It could be that spell pushback is just fooling me into thinking that I CC'd a mob when I actually didn't, because otherwise once a mob is hard CC'd by something like that, or Hex, or Sheep, or whatever, it's pretty much out of the picture, which is a relief. I'm sure Spitefuls at 14s and higher are trickier to handle, especially if mob deaths are happening just as a round of Incorporeals are popping out, which I bet keeps players in combat. This coming week is a fortified week, and there's only so many combinations left, including what I'm kind of scared of, Afflicted and Bursting. Afflicted is the only affix that players really need to prepare for, and on its own, it's not so bad, especially if there are classes present that have any sort of cleanse or purge available. I would say that Afflicted is a little bit less troublesome than Incorporeal, but bursting can be a distraction for healers. Just like Incorporeal, if Afflicted is up, you want to do your team a favor, I think, and pick up a cleanse as a backup solution so the healer can do their thing. Also check your toolkit for other abilities or even racials that might work. Patch 10.15 is moving along nicely, but we're still waiting for the main dish, the Mega Dungeon, to test out. It's hard to say if it'll be testable knowing that Diablo 4 is going to suck up the oxygen for the next few weeks, but I'm hoping that it is. That way the WoW team will be able to keep up with the patch cadence and maybe have this thing out before the end of June, which is plenty of time for me to be like, okay, I've done my Diablo 4 binge, but I'll pop in every so often. I do plan on taking part in the streaming events for Diablo 4 over the next few weeks, so be sure to follow me on Twitch. As for WoW, that about sums up what's going on this week, but I'll be around to react to new stuff and let you in on whatever useful information we find. Be sure to like this video, subscribe for more coverage, catch me live, and I'll catch you later. Here's Bob with a beat that's no longer relevant, but it's one of my favorites. So stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
This is a rhyme about Warcraft. It ain't just rain, it's a little more than that. I'm a challenger worldview. There's more than the game, the 2K, or the top of the charts. There's the land to explore a little more than you asked for. That's why we can fly. Time to dragon ride. Helping some folks do some racing, and you know we can't forget about the big reputation. But there's more to it. We got a new patch and we're gonna do it. The Thunderin is gone at the home of the drafter. I heard there's new loot, so yeah, we're going back there. Here's what you do to succeed. Open up the menu, pick the rep that you need. Farm the rep, get the sets, kill the rares, make a fat ready go, how about the bears? That's it, so 10.1, now be a giver, have fun, stick around, whatever you want, done.